Hey guys, welcome to today's trade breakdown for 6th December 2023. Had a break even in German for this morning. It was about 19.6 pips up. I was looking at 20 pips to before I was going to secure. That ended up being a BE. Then NAS paid the goods for New York Stock Exchange Open. So let's have a little look at today. Let me just replay the data over here. Okay, so basically what I was looking at is I had a euro low that I wanted to see swept. I wanted to see price push up into this area. And I was going to see if it pushed up there cleanly, I would be looking to take some sells from that area. I got my zones. The zones were here. This is the Asian high. I like that area. I like this area because this is the New York high from previous. And then I like this area as well. So they were drawn on my 30-minute chart. So I'll show you why I was looking at these areas. So 30 minutes. Oh no, sorry, this one was the hour. The top one was the hour. So you can see like what I've just drawn on the neckline and see that as a rejection wick. So I can see that there could be potential problems when price gets up to this level. And then the other area was this area and then this area. Okay, so these two were closer. Easier to see on the 30-minute because you can see there's a lot of problems where rejection, rejection, rejection. Price pushed up, potentially going to be the new support. So we just had to wait a little bit. We didn't really have too much in the way of news. Now, as price came down to my zone of interest, what I was looking for here was just some sort of rejection. So the first one came in the shape of this bad boy. So wicked underneath, breaking these lows and then close back above. Made sense that to enter this trade, price would wick down and started as it was pushing up to enter into some buys. So that's indeed what it did. It came down, wicked up, and then what it got stuck on though, it got stuck on this area, which is a little bit unfortunate that it got stuck here. This was at that stage when I factor in spread. I got to about this point. On the next candle. Did it not? Yeah, there we go. So when I factor in spread, it just like, I know this is exactly, it would be exactly, come on, man, 20 pips or 21 pips. But when you factor spread, it was just underneath 20. And I kind of just hesitated thinking, oh, it's pretty close. I should have just taken profit or like taken at least some pips out of it. But I didn't do anything, sort of just watched it. And then price just came back and I had moved my stop to break even. It was a break even trade. Then price just kind of consolidated, didn't really do anything for a little bit. Then I had to look after my daughter just after here. So that was it, really. Unfortunately, didn't get it. Price did give an entry later on. I think it was maybe on the 5-minute. That was a little bit cleaner. Was it that one? I think there's this guy here. Yeah, that guy. Once that one closed, broke the low, closed nice and bullish inside of this little buy area. And then that was basically it. Just took off. So bit annoying that it outlasted me because yeah. Anyway, that was it. So that was the break even for London Open. Then came back didn't do a stream for New York Stock Exchange Open, but it was just such a lovely area. I gave these levels in the stream saying that I was going to look for price. I was going to look to see if we can get some reaction from underneath this euro low. We got it. But that it was, again, you can see the time here. It was the same time that German 40 was actually starting to make its move. By then I wasn't looking at the charts, but it gave the areas, it gave this area, gave this area, and gave this area to keep your eyes on. So they were drawn on the 30-minute chart. So let's have a little peek at those. So you can see the top one, it was drawn across here, and you just see like how much activity has been around here. So you've got New York high, you've got an Asian low, you've got a New York rejecting it, Asian low again, London low, New York high, Asian high. So just a nice reaction zone. And then the one that was lower was down over here. So you can see this bad boy. So price is holding the support. Nice to see some rejections from there. It's also your New York 50%, and you've got your Asian high just over here as well. So this is a lovely reaction area. Price really just started flying up. I'm not sure what was causing this. There was news. There was ADP advanced employment news at 1:15. So I guess it was after this candle. Price really just accelerated up into this 30-minute area where there was like previous sessions. I entered on the 4-minute chart. So that was after this candle. This was the one I entered on. Once I saw that close, really liked it. Price did like the only thing I didn't like about entering on this one. You see the time down the bottom. It's 2:04, and this candle here contained the New York Stock Exchange Open. So the only thing I didn't like about this was the timing. I preferred it to have been at New York Stock Exchange Open, but I saw this and I thought maybe it's going to start making its move and then it'll rally. It will start accelerate down. I kept a 20 pip stop, so that was just enough to survive this extra little push. If I'd got stopped out in this, I would have given it a second chance anyway. I probably wouldn't have got into the trade though if it did stop me out because it just moved so damn quick once New York Stock Exchange happened. Yeah, and it just literally shot down. So if I show you on the 1-minute chart, it's over here. So the 1-minute chart really, like I think the 1-minute chart had 40 pips, I believe. 40 pips in 1 minute. No, sorry, 30 pips. 30 pips in one single minute. Crazy. Anyway, it was lovely. It was lovely that I kind of had to look away from it. I just had to, one price is consolidating and then pushed up. I just didn't want to look at it. So I just turned my phone upside down. And then waited for the stock exchange to open, and then price had fallen down to here after like at 2:33. So just a few minutes of action, price was well and truly in its way. I set my target at the bottom of this structure over here. I really didn't think it was going to overshoot like it did. This was also my London 50% area, and it was on the 30-minute chart that you'll see why I chose that as my target. And that was due to a no wick candle. So where is it? Yeah, this one. You can see the one that accelerated up. So I set my target just underneath there. Kept on dropping. Couldn't do anything about it that I kept on dropping. Just had to let it do its thing. Unfortunately not to hold it all. But then price came into this zone. This zone, I was happy to take a rejection after this candle, because this was at the time, this was my London low. Took that. I was hoping it was going to hold it to 15,960, but this area was a lot of traffic, and we've got a rejection wick just over here, so it literally just took that rejection wick, turned around. I closed all actually. I closed all at this one, and then as price pushed down, once we actually hit this little zone, this is when I was walking home from the doctor's appointment for the daughter. Finally hit there, alert came off that price has reached this level. Had to wait for a candle that looked decent. This one here was okay. That guy there was pretty good. Broke the low and closed higher. Just wasn't bullish, but it's still a decent rejection candle. But on the 4-minute, we got this candle, this one. This guy. So rejection wick at my zone, entered on the close of the candle. Price moved up. I moved my stops to break even, and I was going to leave this one. I was going to hold this one to see if we can push all the way up to here, and potentially I've seen NAS been doing like 140 pip corrections like late in the day. Unfortunately, this one just came back and BE'd me. So because I was cooking tea as well. Oh, sorry, not cooking tea. I was preparing for tea. So I didn't do anything. Saw that my little notification came in. This one was a BE, and then price has just been traveling sideways since. So yeah, I think it was a pretty solid day for NAS. I'm really looking forward to starting back these New York streams again. Now that Maddie's a little bit older, a little bit more settled into a routine. So yeah, German's been a bit of a dog lately. So let's go to NAS. Cool. All right, guys. Well, if you liked it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you for our live stream tomorrow. Bye-bye.